Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोधानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोधानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुन तीरावनचारि यमुन तीरावनचारि जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदा नंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुन तीरावनचारि यमुन तीरावनचारि हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुन तीरावनचारि यमुन तीरावनचारि जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी ॐ अज्ञानां तिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कथा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगहन रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहहन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं मुदीरयेत् वासुदेवे भगवती भक्तियोग प्रयोजितः जनयाति आसु वैराग्यं ज्ञानं च यत् अहैतुकं नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं बाहवत सेवया बहवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी वासुदेव परा वेदा वासुदेव परा मकाः वासुदेव परा योगा वासुदेव परा क्रियाः वासुदेव परं ज्ञानं वासुदेव परं तपः Vasudeva paro dharmaha Vasudeva paragatihi Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Tarva Papa Pranashanam Pranama Dukkha Samanas Tam Namami Harim Param Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. अनन्य साध्य स्वाभिष्ट महाविश्वास पूरकम तदेक उपयात यांचे प्रपत्ति शरणागति. If someone is very serious in their life to attain God, they should come to a realization that they are helpless and they have no other means and no one can really save them except God. When one comes to that realization, then they will understand that it is only God who can save us. And that is Sharanagati Lakshanam, where one can come to a point where thinking that I am unable or inability to attain my goal. I myself cannot attain the goal. And I have no other means in my hand to take care of myself. Therefore, the only way for me is to surrender to God. How we can understand is by two simple technical terms. One is called Ankinchanyam, another one is called Ananya Gatitvam. So I will explain what that means. Ankinchanyam means you see the two hands are there. When we go in front of God, we have this hand and we do like this Anjali Mudra. When we do this one, we are telling that I have nothing in my hand. That's why it is like this. I have nothing in my hand, my dear Lord. Nothing in my hand means what? That I do not have any credit or I do not have any skills. I don't have anything that I can save myself. That's Akinchanya. And the two legs represent Ananya Gatitvam. These legs that I have cannot go someone else's door because no one can help me or save me. These are two important principles in Sharanagati. Akinchanyam, I have not done enough of punya, I have not done enough of karma, jnana, bhakti, none of those things I have done. Therefore, I cannot come and stand in front of you asking to save me because with these credit points, I don't have anything. Likewise, I can't go to anyone else who can deliver me from this world. It is only you who can do this for me. That is the principles of Sharanagati is Akinchanyam. I don't have anything and my legs cannot go to anyone's house, anyone's place to save me. Ananya Gatitva. The Sharanagati or surrendering can be done for various reasons. In the Puranas that we see that Uttara did Sharanagati. Sharanagati means surrendering to God. My dear God, my dear Lord, I have no other place to go and I can't save myself and no one else can save me. Therefore, it's only you can save me. And Uttara did the same thing. In the Bhagavatam, we read this one, that Uttara, when the Ashwatthama released the Brahmastra, it was trying to destroy the child in the womb of Uttara. Then she surrendered to Krishna. Krishna saved Uttara. That's number one. He saved, she surrendered to Krishna to save the child in the womb, in her womb. Whereas Draupadi also performed Sharanagati to save herself from what she was going through in the assembly. Dushasana was trying to rip off her sari. Therefore, she surrendered to Krishna and Krishna saved her from the Apamanam. And then third is Yudhishthira Maharaj surrendered to Krishna to get the kingdom. He surrendered to Krishna to get the kingdom. But whereas Arjuna also surrendered to Krishna to get the guidance, that he accepted himself as a disciple, accepted Krishna as a guru. Therefore, he surrendered to Krishna to get the knowledge, to get the guidance. Of all the different, Vibhishana also surrendered. of all this Sharanagati that we saw. Everyone can surrender to for whatever reasons. But ultimately one surrenders to Krishna for no other reason but simply to serve Krishna. That's the highest Sharanagati. But we are in this world. We go through so many difficulties in our life. There are challenges, comes in different ways. But we also need protection from God at many times. Therefore, there's one person who also surrendered to Krishna to save his life. He was in a crisis, in a difficult situation where he is going to die. Therefore, at that point of time, he surrendered to Krishna to save himself from the death, and that was Gajendra. Gajendra, Gaja means elephant, Indra means Lord. So he was a king of the elephants. Therefore, his name was Gajendra. In the previous canto, as it was getting over, it was getting finished, Parikshit Maharaj, we are in the 8th canto now, but in the 7th canto, at the last chapter, last few verses, Parikshit Maharaj asks a question to Sukadeva Goswami. Bhadarayana etate shotum icha mahe vayam harir yata gajapatim graha grashtam amumuchat. He says that, my dear Parikshit Maharaj, I like to hear the details of the elephant that you mentioned previously, Gajendra. I want to know what happened to him. I heard that he was caught by the crocodile and he was not able to escape from the crocodile's clutches, from his mouth. And what was it? And then he said further that Tat Katasu Mahat Punyam Dhanyam Swastyayanam Shubham Yatra Uttama Slokaha Bhagavan Giyate Arihi. He says that it is always very nourishing and enlivening to hear about Krishna's stories and his devotee stories, which are great, pure, glorious, and auspicious. And he's going to die in 7 days, by the way. Remember that. Parikshit was asking the stories. He's telling it's always auspicious, always glorious. It is great to hear. It is pure and brings all auspiciousness for the hearer also. So that means you should understand Parikshit Maharaj is such a great soul. He is simply wanting to hear more about devotees and more about Krishna. He's not worried about the death that's coming to him very soon. With that being said, then Canto, we are moving to Canto 8. And Canto 8, in the first chapter, Sukadeva Goswami talks about Manu, the different Manus. And then he moves on to the second chapter. In the second chapter, the story starts. Parikshit, Sukadeva Goswami says, Asid Girivaro Rajam Trikuta iti Vishrutaha Shira Udena Avritaha Sriman Yojanayitam Uchritaha. He says there was a mountain called Trikuta. This mountain was 10,000 yojanas, which multiplied by 10, that is 100 miles of breadth and 100 miles of height. That long. This mountain was very beautiful, and the mountain was surrounded by a not salty water. It was surrounded by a milk ocean, like a milk ocean. It was full of milk. It was surrounded by the milk. As the milk was coming to the waves and hitting the rocks of this mountain, the Trikuta mountain, the emeralds gets produced. When the force of the water, the milk, as it comes and dashes, the waves come and hits the rocks and different parts of this surface of this mountain, the emeralds gets produced. This Trikuta mountain has 3 principal peaks. The mountain has different peaks. This mountain has 3 peaks. One is made of iron, fully iron. Another one is made of silver. Another one is made of gold. And this is principal peaks. But there were many other peaks also. And they were all surrounded by beautiful minerals, herbs, and jewels, and decorated very nicely with the creepers and shrubs. And there was also waterfalls in this mountain that creates a pleasing sound vibrations, very pleasing to ear. In our puja room here, there's a water. Premas gave a nice gift, and you turn it on, it's just so nice to hear. Like that, the waterfall is so pleasing to hear to the heart and mind. And Siddha Charana Gandharvaha Vidyartha Mahorahaihi Kinnarair Apsarascha Kirita. What happens is in this mountain, Also, people, they come and travel, come for vacation. Who comes to vacation? For the vacation, Siddhas, Charanas, Gandharvas, Vidyadhara, Nagas, Kinnaras, Apsaras, they all come and play, spend time. Like you're going to the Disney World or going to Hawaii or whatever, whatever you think, I don't know. Anything. They all come to this place and have fun time, vacation time. They play and dance and do everything. Nanaranya Pashu Brata, Sankula Dhroni Alankritaha, Chitra Drauma Surodhyayana, Kalakanta Vihan Gamaha. So this Trikuta mountain has beautiful valley and decorated very nicely with nice animals. Very nice animals, nothing is dangerous. It also has many, many trees and gardens, beautiful gardens, and the birds creeps, make sweet voices, sweet sounds. And the Trikuta mountains has lakes and rivers and valley and whatnot. Everything is there. Can you address this? I don't know why. Trikutama, it has many, many crystals, clear crystals, and demigods would come to there to bathe, and you can take the call. Bodies, and because they bathed there, the fragrance was so nice. Tasya Dhronyam Bhagavato Varunasya Mahatmanaha Udhyanam Ritunam Nama. Over there in the Trikuta mountain, there is one particular garden. There is one particular garden, Ritumatu. And that belongs to a Varuna Deva. Varuna Deva, sometimes people have property in some, down in Florida, but they work here. They have in Florida some property and some other place, and here and there they go on vacation during, if it is heavy snow here, you go to spend some time over there, right? Something people have properties everywhere. Likewise, Varuna had also a property, Ritu Matu. That property garden was Ritumatu. It is on the Trikuta mountain, Ritumatu garden. Even there are beautiful flowers and fruits grows in this particular garden. Among these is giving a list. Sukadeva Goswami is giving the list, and it's beautiful to hear, just here, and we won't be able to find any of these things what's described here over here in any market. He says there are fruits. These fruits name we wouldn't have heard anywhere, but just here. Mandaras, Parijatas, Patalas, Ashokas, Champakas, Chutas, Pialas, Panasas, Amratas, Karamukas, and then it goes on with the list. And then there are also trees, Madhukas, Tamala tree, Asanas, Arjunas, Aristas, Plakas, Kimsuka, like that many trees were there. And also fruits, Kovidharas, Sarasas, Suradhara, Jambu, Badaris, Aksas, Abhyas, Amalakas. Many fruits like that. It says that these fruits cannot be found in this place. They are very special fruits. It's available over there. And this lake, Ritumatu Lake, is a very beautiful lake filled with lot of golden lotus flowers. Not an ordinary lotus flower. It's filled with golden lotus flower and many other flowers like Kumuda, Utpala, Shatapatra, many other excellent flowers also. Also, there are trees, Bilba, Kapita, Jambira, and many more other trees are there. But the birds comes there, the swan comes there, they sing a song, they have nice time. You have to, when I'm narrating these things, please try to involve yourself as I'm saying this. When you just start imagining yourself, you're somewhere in a tour, and you're going there, and you're in a lake, there's a waterfall there, and you see swans are swimming over there, and then there are peacocks over there, and the nice beautiful trees are there, a lot of fruits and flowers. You just start imagining these things because it's important. This particular thing, what I'm taking time to describe this, at the end of everything, we have to remember these things for one reason. When we go to the Palastuti, we will see why. Therefore, please pay attention. That's why I'm taking some time to read these things. And also the flowers are Kadamba, Vitasa, Nalas, Nipas, Vanjulakas, Kundas, Urubakas, Ashokas, Shirisha, Putaja, many flowers. And then Madhavi, many other flowers were also available over there, and they were very beautiful over there. It was glorious and very well decorated. Yekada. You must have heard this word several times by now. Yekada means one day, because one day we saw several days now. Yekada, Tatre Kada, that Giri, on one day, there was a leader of an elephant. And he was coming with many other elephants, his families. Elephant will have families, also elephant family. elephant wife, elephant friends, elephant brother, elephant sister, elephant children, elephant nephew, all elephant ministers, everyone were elephant. All the elephants were coming, wanting to have some nice time. As they were coming, this one particular elephant, the leader of the elephant, his name was, as we go here, we're going to reveal this name here. As they were coming past, wanting to have spend some vacation time, as they were coming there, they are just so much in excitement. They started breaking the trees and destroying the plants and creepers, and they were just walking. When the elephant becomes excited, we cannot go in front of it. It's very dangerous. But anyway, he was coming. As he was coming, even the wild animals they could smell the elephant coming. Sometimes you can smell some animals, right? You can smell. Likewise, from a distance, the animals, even the Mriga Raja, which is lion considered to be the king of the forest, this lion can smell that this elephant is coming. This particular leader of elephant is coming. Even the lion, where every other lion animals get fearful of, even the lion flew out of fear. The rhinoceros flew, and many other tigers and ferocious other animals, they all ran away from the spot. But there were other animals, mild animals, not very mild, little animals like foxes, wolves, boars, monkeys, rabbits. They were all happily spending time there because all the dangerous animals went away. They were happily having time over there. But then this particular elephant who were coming happily, his name was Gajendra. Indra means Lord, Gaja means elephant, the Lord of elephants. He was not only Lord of the elephants, now we saw he was Lord of everyone for that matter. So he was coming, he was completely intoxicated, he was drunk. This elephant was completely drunk. So he don't know what he was doing. He was just, as he was coming, he was mashing off everything, breaking the trees, and he was just coming. But the time I was rolling, but he was coming in that mood, but he was also thirsty. He really want to drink a lot of water. As he was looking for water, from a distance, he could see that the birds were flying and the swans were flying. So he could understand in a distance, there's some water over there. So he was coming fast with his associates. He could see this beautiful lake. It's a beautiful lake, as I said, the lake with swans and all these flowers, all surrounded by all these wonderful trees and fruits, and also golden lotus flowers. It's all filled on this lake in the garden called Ritumat. He saw this crystal clear, cool water. And he came there, he became very excited. With his trunk, he started taking the sucking and just putting the water in it, and then also jumped into the lake. Not only he all his family members, his children, his wives, his friends and cousins and who not. Everyone jumped into this lake. They all were having fun time. Like, when you go, you try to push people in the water and splash water on them. Like that, they were also splashing water and pulling people, and they were playing and sporting nicely. They were having nice time. At that point of time, tam tatra kaschinne nripa deva chodito jaiva chet graho bhaliyam charane vrushagrahete yedirchayat ivayam vyasanam gato gajaha. Yatabalam. So what happened is, at that point when the elephant was bathing, Deva Choditam, somehow or the other, by the arrangement of providence, somehow or the other, there was a crocodile in that particular water, huge crocodile. It got disturbed, it got angry, and it came and caught hold of the leg of this Gajendra. It caught hold of this Gajendra. How did this happen? The sloka says, Daiva Chodita. Chaiva Chodita means it just happened by some divine arrangement. By some divine arrangement, this crocodile came there on the spot and caught hold of caught hold of this leg of this animal, this particular elephant. And then that particular, we'll see who this crocodile or later, but then this elephant was trying to get out of the clutches of this crocodile, but the crocodile was very strong in water, but the elephant is strong in the land, but not in the water, right? Therefore, it was trying to get out of this, trying to push it off, but it was not able to do it because the elephant was so huge. The crocodile was also equally huge in size, very huge in size. He was just looking at me and listening carefully. Maya, very good girl. Now, but then the friends and elephant, as soon as they saw the situation, they all got off the lake and get into the shore, out of the lake. And they were the elephant, the Gajendra was calling out for help. At the time, the wives and children, they all tried to pull Gajendra from his trunk. Everyone was trying to pull, but the crocodile was so strong, but they couldn't do it. They tried their best. They tried to, the wives were crying and weeping. The wife means the elephant wives. They were crying and weeping to save their husband. They tried, they couldn't do it. Finally, they thought, we can't do it. They just let it go. Let it go. They left the hand and they just, with crying face, eyes, they turned like this and started walking away. They don't want to see the scene of dying of their husband, their brother, their father, their king. All the animals felt sad. All they could do is feel sad. They just walked away from the scene. They couldn't help. They couldn't help. They just walked away. But Gajendra was very determined to save himself. He fought for 1,000 years. This is all many, many years back. In those days, they used to live long life. Therefore, 1,000 years, this elephant and was fighting with the crocodile to save itself. Tried a lot. Even the demigods were watching. The gods were watching from sky. They were amazed to see how this elephant was not giving up. It was very strong. In his mentally, he was very strong, not giving up. It was just trying to fight to save himself. But over the period of the time, the elephant could understand it's losing its strength because it's not in the land. Therefore, it is always safe to save ourselves wherever it's comfortable for us. We cannot go and be in some other, in the place where we are not comfortable. We cannot survive, right? Likewise, we cannot try to survive. Elephant cannot survive in the water. Crocodile cannot survive in the land for long. Therefore, if whoever they are, if they are in the right position, they'll be saved. They won't get into the problem. One lesson that we need to know. And we don't try to do like someone else, imitate like someone else. That is also not good. Therefore, it's better to accept our ability, our capacity, and do what we can with that capacity. Don't try to imitate like someone else. That's one lesson we should learn from here. Now, the demigods were also amazed to see what's going on here. And therefore, the Gajendra was thinking, what am I going to do? I'm losing my strength. I'm losing my everything. At the time, the elephant was shrinking into the water because the crocodile was pulling. An elephant has not eaten for days. Where is going to get the strength? At least the crocodile was inside the water. It was okay. At that point of time, the elephant could understand it is in serious situation. After 1,000 years of struggle, fight, it came to its sense that I think I cannot save myself. Because he was drowning, getting pulled. First, 4 legs went inside the water. Next, his body went into the water. Only his head and the trunk was outside. That was the situation. Pretty much he's going to be pulled further down and he's finished. At that point of time, Namam ime nyataya aturam gajaha utaha karinyah prabhavanti mochitam. At that point of time, he came to a realization that I cannot save myself. My friends cannot save me. My wife cannot save. He had many wives. My wives cannot save me. My friends cannot save me. My children cannot save me. No one can save me at this point of time. No one can save me. He came to understanding that only one person is there who can save me. I've not eaten 1,000 years, but I'm still alive. And this crocodile could have easily pulled me many years back and eaten me. That crocodile also has not eaten me so far. This is an important point to know because he's contemplating 1,000 years, no food, no water for the elephant. He survived. And 1,000 years, the crocodile could have easily eaten this elephant by just pulling further down. But crocodile was also doing is somehow is delaying also. That means there is something is distant for me that I'm living still. I'm still alive. There's something is there which is making me to live. That means I have to pray to the Lord to save me. He is the only one who can save me. No one else can save me. At that time, Bhitam prapannam paripati yad bhayan mrityuhu pradhavati aranam tam imahi. At that point of time, he thought I should surrender to Krishna. That's the only thing I need to do. Otherwise, no one can save me. After saying this, we are going to the third chapter, Gajendra Stotram. Gajendra started offering his prayers. Beautiful prayers, beautiful prayer. He says, Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yata Yeta Chit Athatmakam Purushaya Adi Bijaya Pareshaya Abhi Dhimahi. He says, Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yata Yeta Chitatmakam. He says, Gajendra is saying that I offer my obeisances. I surrender unto Supreme Lord, who is Bhagavan, who is Purusha, who is Adi Bijam. He's giving all these attributes or definition of that Bhagavan. Bhagavan means one who has all six opulences. Bhagavan. Bhaga, opulences. Van means one who possesses. What are the things that God has? How do you define God? If anyone is asking, define God, then these are the lakshanam of God. That is, he is Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Sakti, Virya, Tejas. That means he has full knowledge, not little knowledge. He is knower of everything. He knows everything. And then his bala means his strength cannot be compared to anyone's strength. His Aishwarya, his wealth cannot be compared to anyone else. His Shakti, power, cannot be compared to anyone else. And then his virya, his strength cannot be, his tejas. Tejas means his effulgence, his glories cannot be compared to anyone else. Vairagya means his renunciation cannot be compared to anyone else. Therefore, he is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Purusha. Purusha means he is a person, means a person who has a body, transcendental body, and is a supreme person. He is supreme than anyone else. Therefore, he is Uttama Purusha, Purushottama. Adi Bija. Adi Bija means he is the root cause of everyone. He is cause of all causes. Para Ishaya. Para Ishaya means he is worshipped by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Yama. Everyone worships him. Therefore, he says, Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yatayeta Chitatmakam Purushaya Adi Bijaya Pareshaya Abhi Dhimahi. Yasmin idam yatas chedam yenadam ya idam swayam. Then he goes further saying that everything is resting. The beauty of this stotra that Gajendra is doing is he never mentions who the person is. All he's saying is how great he is, what his glories are. That's all he's saying. He never mentions whom is address. Never mentions the name of that person. Just wait how interesting this is going to be after we go through the sloka, few slokas here. Then he says, Yasmin idam. Yasmin idam, where he says everything is resting upon him and he is the source of everything. Now, what he says is, hey, if you want to draw something, you cannot draw something unless and until you have a canvas, you have a drawing board and a board, then you can draw something. Without the board, you cannot draw anything. Therefore, the world cannot come into existence. The demigods cannot come into existence. Nothing can come into existence. That canvas, the board is not there, which means if Krishna is not there, if God is not there, nothing can come into existence. Another word of saying this one, he is the source of all sources. That's what is in his thing. He is the source of all sources. To him, tam prapatye swayam bhuvam, I surrender unto him. He is transcendental to everything. He is both cause and effect, and he is a witness of everything. The Lord is the cause of all causes, and not only cause, is also effect. That is told in this particular sloka. And then moving on, he says, Lokeshu paleshu cha sarva heteshu tamas tadasit gahanam gabiram. He says that is beyond the mode of material nature. That means we all are bound by the three modes of material nature. That is sattva, rajas, and tamas, mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. Whereas that Lord is not mentioned the name yet, but that Lord is beyond the modes. He is not affected by any of this mode. To that Lord, I surrender. He's taking every sloka he finishes with, I surrender to that Supreme Lord. Na yasya deva rashaha padam vidur jantuhu punaha ko rahati ghantum iritum. He says that He is an expert artist. This is an elephant is glorifying God. He's saying he's the best artist that no one knows who he is because he acts perfectly like an actor. Actor. When the actor comes on a stage or on a drama, when he performs, we all see that he's exactly the character. Likewise, he also performs all these activities. When he comes into this world, he takes different transcendental form. He behaves just like human. When he comes in a human form, he behaves like a human. When he comes in a boar form, he behaves like a boar. When he comes he takes a fish form, he behaves like a fish. He's exactly a best actor. Therefore, na vidyate yasya cha janma karma va, na nama rupe gunadosha eva va. Then he goes on saying, Tasmai namaha pareshaya brahmane ananta saktaye arupa, excuse me, rupaya nama ashraya karmane. He says that he has no material body. His activities are transcendental. His name is transcendental. His form is transcendental. His qualities are transcendental. He has no defects, no faults. No one can blame him. Therefore, to him, I offer my obeisances. And goes on, Nama Atma Pradipaya. He says that one, he is a super soul. He is self-effulgent. He is independent. He is situated in everyone's heart. Not only is situated in everyone's heart, he is a witness of everyone. He watches and knows what we think. Not that what we do, he knows that also. Even before we think what we want to think, he knows that this is what this guy is going to think. He witnesses sitting in our heart. Therefore, we can cheat people outside, but we cannot cheat the Lord who is situated inside. Right? Because he's watching everything that by sitting inside us all the time. Now he comes, when these things are told, then he comes to key sloka of the stotra, Namo Namaste Akila Karanaya, Nishkaranaya, Adbhuta Karanaya, Sarvaga Manaya Maharnavaya, Namo Pavargaya Parayanaya. Beautiful sloka, where he says, Namo Namaste, I offer my obeisances.
Took one for the team.
Probably must have done something.
Akila Karanaya. Namo Namaste Akila Karanaya. He says this, he's cause of all causes. Let's just understand this. God, when we say God is cause of all causes, what does it mean? Akila Karanaya. See, as per the school of Vedanta, it is said that the cause of earth is water. Cause of water is fire. Cause of fire is air. Cause of air is space. And then cause of space is ahankara. Cause of ahankara is Mahan. Cause of Mahan is Prakriti, that is Mula Prakriti. And cause of Prakriti is Ishvara, God. The whole creation, when you go one after another, for me, my father is a cause. For father, his father is a cause. For his father is a cause. When you go like this, you come to a point, there's one person who's cause of everything. That one person is that Supreme God, is the Akila Karanaya, who's cause of all causes. Now the question comes, then who's the cause of that God? Who created God? Sometimes people ask this question. Who created that God? Nishkaranaya. Nishkaranaya means the God does not have a cause. God is not created by anyone. God does not have a cause. Therefore, he is Nishkaranaya. Not only that, Akila Karanaya, Nishkaranaya, Adbhuta Karanaya. Adbhuta Karanaya means he is amazing, wondrous, whatever he is doing. Everything what he is doing is amazing, because if I have to create something, if I have to create some object, I can do that by getting some something. If I want to create a pot, then I go and get some clay, mud, water, and whatever I need. I try to make this pot. But what is wondrous is, amazing is, if God wants to create something, which shop does he go to buy the materials? Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards? Where does it go to buy the materials to get this ingredients to create this world? It goes nowhere. Everything comes from him. Even everything that we speak about, everything comes from him. Therefore, his creation is Adbhuta Karanaya. He is a material cause, he is an instrumental cause, he is a supportive cause. In the technical terms, it's called Upadhana Karanam, Nimitta Karanam, Sahakari Karanam. If we want to make a pot, there are three things that are important. What is it? Pot maker is needed, and you need a mud and clay, and you need the wheel and a stick to rotate the wheel. Traditionally, I'm talking about. Have you seen that they put the clay to them, they rotate the wheel, and beautifully they make this pots on a different shape. So three things are important. One is the pot maker and the materials and the supportive things to make the pot. The supportive things are the wheel, the stick, whereas the material is the mud or the clay and the pot maker. Pot maker is a nimitta karanam. The materials that's used is called upadhana karanam. The wheel and the sticks are sahakari karanam, supportive causes. If God wants to create this world, where is he going to get the materials and where is he going to get the supportive elements? He is, of course, going to be the nimitta karanam, means he is going to be the creator. That is no doubt about it. But where is he going to get the material? Where is he going to get support? Everything comes from him. Sahakari karanam is will that I want to create, is the sahakari karanam. From him, the energies expands himself in this different material. Therefore, that is the upadana karanam. Therefore, that is adbhuta karanaya. Therefore, his creation is amazing and wonderful. Maharnavaya namo apavargaya. Namo apavargaya means this is all told in the Vedas. The Vedas and Agamas confirms that he is the creator of all causes. He is a cause of all causes. He is a creator. Therefore, parayanaya. Therefore, he is the only means to attain the goal. Now, for most of us, if we want to attain a goal in our life, the means and the goal are two different things. Let's take an example. If you want to drive to Kansas City, if you want to go to Kansas City, it's your goal to go. Actually, for you, Kansas City is a goal destination to attain. How do you go? Simple. Drive. Take a flight or train if there is a transportation or a bus. Therefore, your goal is different. Goal is Kansas City, and the means to attain Kansas City is different. A vehicle is needed. But to attain God, the means and the goal are one and the same. The mean is also God, Krishna. The goal is that we are going to attain is also Krishna. By surrendering to Krishna, Krishna becomes the boat. He becomes a boat to take us across this ocean of material existence, to take to his place, which is the goal for all of us. Therefore, this sloka beautifully says, therefore, Krishna, Gajendra is not telling Krishna. Anyway, the translation has Vasudeva, Narayana, Krishna, Madhusudana, all these different names. But actual sloka does not have names. So, therefore, he's saying, the only one who can liberate me is that Supreme Lord who's cause of all causes from this danger. Say, for us to understand one important thing, we need to know that for me, I should know that I am in a difficult situation. I am helpless. Unless and until we come to the stage of understanding, yes, I'm in a helpless situation, we are not going to surrender to God. We are not going to surrender to God. And here Gajendra has gone to a very difficult situation in his life to save himself. At that point of time, can I request everyone to kindly mute, please? Can everyone please mute? Thank you. So, when we understand we are in a difficult position, that's when we'll really think about God. Now that we are not in a difficult situation, we don't think much about God. That to say, not to wait for difficulties to happen in our life, rather we better surrender now, rather than waiting for difficult thing to happen. Or there was a there was a leader of a spiritual organization. There was a mud organization, and then the leader wanted to retire. Therefore, he thought he wanted to appoint a successor. After he leaves this world, someone has to take care of the organization, Matam, this particular non-profit spiritual organization. He was thinking which disciple will be the right person to be employed, to be the next successor. So he called one after the other. He called, hey, come, if I appoint you as my successor after I leave this body and go away, what will you do for this organization? What are you going to do? And this student, this disciple said, sir, I will use the money to expand the building of our ashram and invite more people. Ours is so small, our building is so small. I will use the money to expand the building so more people can come on Sunday programs. He said, okay, you sit. He called another student. Another student can. If I make you a next acharya, leader of this organization, what will you do? He said, I will go and try to do book distribution and collect money. With the money, I will start making this building very nicely and etc. etc. He said, okay, you also sit. And another person he called, what will you do? He said, I will take the money that we have in our savings account, invest into something and multiply the money. He said, you also sit. Like that, one after the other, all the students were coming and giving their wonderful ideas to what they will do if they become the leader of the organization. And one student was there who was considered to be not to be appreciated by other disciples. The guru called him, you come here. And he said, what will you do if I make you the leader of this organization? And then he said, 1 minute, sir. He went there, he brought a cow and he bought a calf. And he tied the cow in one of the pillar and he tied the calf to the other pillar. And he was just standing there. At the point of time, the calf was trying to pull itself and move and try to make all sort of things to somehow or the other go to the mother. And this man, this disciple, he went and released the knot. And the calf ran very quickly and started going to his mother and started drinking the milk from the udder of the cow. And then the disciple said, this is what I will do, sir. He said, you are the next guru. You will be the right person. Everyone was wondering, what did he do? All he did was just brought a calf and released the calf and he went and did. And the guru said, you people do not understand what he was doing. The cow is the supreme Lord. And the calf is a conditioned Atma. The conditioned Atma are bound to this material world. And who we need as a leader after I leave this world is that person who can release this conditioned soul from this world to go to Krishna. And this man, this boy, this disciple will do that. This is what the sloka, Madriku Prapanna Pashupasha Vimokshanaya. This is exactly what the sloka says. Gajendra is saying, my dear Lord, like how the ropes of the Pashu, the animal has been released, runs likewise. Please release that bondage that I have over here so that I can come to you. Madriku Prapanna Pashupasa Vimokshanaya. Only you can, my Lord, release me from this suffering. Therefore, please, Bhuri Karunaya. Then I imagine the Lord is asking back the question to Gajendra. He's not arrived yet. But just imagine that the Lord is asking, why should I release you? Why should I release you? And then he says, Bhuri Karunaya. You have to release my Lord because you are full of compassion. Karuna means compassion. Bhuri Karunaya. You have a lot of compassion. Therefore, out of your compassion, please release me from this suffering. Madhruku Prapanna Pashupasha Vimokshanaya. And then he goes on. Usually the devotees will not ask for anything. Devotees, the pure devotees, will not ask for, my dear Lord, give me some job, give me some wife, give me some children, get out of this problem. The devotees will not ask this thing because they know whatever they are going through, karmanurupam. Karmanurupam means it's happening because of my karma. Let me better finish karma. Rather than escaping from karma, let me suffer and finish it. Therefore, they're not going to go and beg or pray for escaping from the suffering. Rather, they will ask for the shelter at the lotus feet of the Krishna. But I am, Gajendra is telling, but I am not a pure devotee where I can think like that. I'm suffering here. I cannot tolerate any further. This crocodile is torturing me for 1000 years. I am going to Atindriyam Sukshmam Ivati Dhuram Anantam Adyam Paripurnam Ide. He said, my dear Lord, I am drowning and I cannot save myself. I am not a great devotee, pure devotee, where I can say, let it be so. Therefore, you can see, understand this one. God accepts any type of devotees. It's not only we have to come to that stage of level where we don't pray to anything. Better than not praying is better to pray to our own Father and ask for Krishna, do something. There's no wrong in doing so. Therefore, Gajendra was also praying, but then he was telling this important point after telling that, save me. And now the point comes, why to save him is, he says, Ichchami kalenana yasya viplavaha tasyatma loka varnasya moksham. He says, my dear Lord, my interest to be released here is so that now that I want to go back to my wives, go back to my children, continue my business as I was before, not for that reason. He says, Tasyatma loka varnasya moksham. I want to get liberated for all, once for all, from this world. That's the reason I'm calling you. That's the only reason I'm calling you to come in front of me and take me away. Until this point, Gajendra has not mentioned God's name. Who's the God is calling? He's not at all mentioning any name so far. So no main name mentioned. And the demigods were all ready over there, watching over there on the sky, thinking that each one was telling, hey, Indra, I think he's calling you. And Vayu, maybe he's calling you, because the term that been used over here are very generic term without mentioning name. If I say Krishna, so everyone is now that only few of us are here, I'm telling Krishna, call that person. Call that person. There are 10, 20, 30 people are here. You tell me whom you want me to. I call that person. Then I'm telling, tell me who. Oh, the person who's wearing white shirt. 10 people are wearing white shirts there. There are 10 people who are wearing white shirts, right? So he's going to tell, please tell me what's his name. That's much easier rather than telling white shirts, blue pant, glasses, gray hair. Don't give all the description, tell me the name. Therefore, Devatas are all ready over there on the sky thinking that maybe they're calling me, maybe they're calling you. They don't know whom they are calling. At that point of time, Indra thought, he was getting ready because Akila Karanaya. He said Akila Karanaya, cause of cause. Indra thought, oh, I am the cause of many of these things that's happening. I give rain, I take care of this one, I take care of that one. Therefore, I am cause of all causes. Indra thought Gajendra is calling me. Therefore, he was ready to go, sat on Airavata. His elephant name is called Airavat. He sat on Airavat, ready to go save Gajendra. At that point of time, Akila Karanaya, not just Karanaya, Akila Karanaya. At that point of time, Indra said, I am Karana for something, but I'm not Akila Karana. I think this problem should be dealt by Akila Karana, who is Brahma. Brahma must be taking care of this one. And then Brahma was getting ready, got ready on a swan. Brahma's vehicle is swan. So he sat on a swan ready to go to help Gajendra. At that point of time, Gajendra said, Nishkaranaya. Nishkaranaya. Brahma thought he is the cause of all causes. Akila Karanaya. When the elephant said Nishkaranaya, he pulled back. I am cause of many things. I'm the secondary cause. But I'm not Nishkaranaya because I have a cause. The Lord Narayana has created me. Therefore, I am not causeless. I'm not without any cause. I have a cause. I have been created by Narayana. So the elephant is not calling me. He put a stop. Therefore, this very specific thing doesn't go to Indra, doesn't go to Brahma. They all stop over there. At that point of time, what happened is someone came right over there, appeared. Harir Avirasit. Harir Avirasit means Sri Hari appeared right on the spot. Right on the Avirasit is a very important term to know in this particular sloka number 25, where he says he appeared, Lord appeared. Usually, it's better to say that he came. Instead of telling he came, the sloka says he's appeared. Why does Sukadeva Goswami very carefully said he's appeared, not he said he came from Vaikuntha? If he says that he came from Vaikuntha, that means there's a problem. The God is only present in Vaikuntha. He's not present anywhere else. But that's not true. God is present everywhere. He's present everywhere. It's only that we are not able to see him, but he's present everywhere. Therefore, very carefully, the word has been used here that Harir Avirasit. Avirasit means Harir appeared right on the spot. He was not just visible at that point of time to anyone, but as soon as Gajendra told the stotra, the Lord appeared right in front of him. And then in front of him. So that is one. Now, the question is, why does the Lord have to appear in front of him? Why can't he just simply save sitting in the sky in the Vaikuntha? Why can't Lord simply think, let the crocodile die? If he thinks like, if he makes a sankalpa, the crocodile will die, definitely die. If God thinks, let the crocodile die, he will die. But he didn't do that one. He came here. That's number one. Question will be answered later. Number two is, if God is present everywhere, God is present everywhere. God is present also in the crocodile, correct? Crocodile. Is God is present in every single thing, is present in the pillar. Yesterday we saw. Is present in the pillar, is present in the sofa, is present in the laptop. He must also be present in the crocodile's teeth. Yes? The crocodile has sharp, ferocious teeth. If he is present in the teeth, why can't the Lord shake the teeth and make it fall off so that the crocodile becomes toothless, teethless, and then easily goes away, right? He could have done that also, but he didn't do any of those things. He came on the spot, appeared on the spot. Why? It is easy to, whatever I said, it's easy for Krishna to do all this thing without coming. But what makes Gajendra feel more connected is when the Lord comes in person. Lord comes in. How does it feel for, say, you've been out of your house for many months, many years. You've been sending gifts to your parents on their birthday. One fine day, you give on your father's birthday or a mother's birthday, you give a surprise visit with a gift. All these years you've been sending only, through courier. Now on particular day, you just ring the bell, door opens, you are there. What makes more sweeter than you coming in person and giving the gift than sending this one, right? Likewise, the Lord gave a biggest gift to Gajendra by coming in person. By coming in person. Therefore, he appeared in person and then to make Gajendra happy. To make Gajendra happy. Another thing is, if the Lord made a sankalpa that let this crocodile die, crocodile will die, elephant will be saved, but there will be some people will tell it is not God who saved it. Something happened to the crocodile, heart attack or something, it died. Who is going to believe that God saved Gajendra? No one going to believe. There will be people who are going to criticize rather than accepting God's mercy is being saved. They're not going to agree. Therefore, the Lord appeared on the spot. How did he appear? He appeared he appeared Chando Mayena Garudena Ashu means speedily, very it's a high speed. He came. How did he came? He came on Garuda. He came on the Garuda as Vahana. He appeared right there as he was ready to go, leaving Vaikuntha. He was ready to go, got onto the Garuda. At the time, Garuda got a phone call. He's got a phone call from our Brahmaji. Brahma said, "Hey, Garuda," not from Brahma. Brahma swan made a call. It go slow. We also want to come and see the Gajendra Moksha. Therefore, go slow. And Garuda said, "No problem, I'll go slow." And he was going slow, flying slow. And Narayana said, "Stop. This is all not in the slokas. This is how the acharyas releases this particular episode, this Gajendra Moksha." And then Narayana said, "Hey, come on, fast. And he said, "Okay, I'll go fast." He got another phone call coming from a bull. Bull is a vahana for Lord Shiva. He said, hey, Lord Shiva wants to come and see the Gajendra Moksha. Don't go fast. We'll join you. Slow down, slow down. And and then Garuda said, okay, no problem. I'll go slow. And Narayana, hey, what happened to you? Again slow. Fast, 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 fast. And then another text message, SMS message came. Airavat. Airavat is an elephant, Vahana of Indra. He said, that elephant said, Garuda, Garuda, slow down, slow down, slow down. You're too fast. I cannot keep up with you. Slow down, slow down, slow down. He said, okay, I'll go slow. At that point, Lord Narayana became fed up with this Garuda. He said, he got off the Garuda, he took the Garuda, put it on his shoulder, he ran himself. He came on the spot. He came on the spot to save Garuda. To save Gajendra. But then the question is, he could have just left Garuda. Why he should carry Garuda and come? He said, wait for him, right? When you're running, you should be free. You don't want to carry all those different things to do a marathon running. It's going to be difficult. But why, when he wants to save Garuda, but when he wants to save Gajendra, he was carrying Garuda because Garudatma is none other than the Veda Swarupa. The Veda, Garuda and Vedas one and the same. What Gajendra said is, you are mentioned in the Vedas and Agamas and Upanishads. When he said this one, the Lord wants to make sure Gajendra understands that he is that Lord. How do we understand? Because he's carrying the Vedas in the form of Garuda. Therefore, he came with Garuda. He came with Garuda. And at that point of time, now Gajendra could see from the distance, the Lord is coming from the Garuda, coming over there. Now he is wanting to do something to the Lord. What he did was, over there was a golden lotus flower. He just picked the lotus flower and then raised up his tongue to offer to the Lord. Narayana Akila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. He said, my dear Lord, this flower is for you. I'm going to die. I'm not worried about me dying. Before I leave this life, before I die and leave this body, I want to make sure this lotus flower is offered to your lotus feet. Lotus feet. And he was praying like that. At that point of time, the Lord already arrived. He came off. He came off the. Yeah. He got off the. Just to check the times. He got off the Garuda, and then he came. He pulled elephant along with the crocodile. He pulled both elephant and also crocodile outside of the lake. The question is, why he has to do all those things? He came all the way. He could have simply released the Sudarshan Chakra and killed the crocodile and saved the elephant. Rather than he took time to get off from Garuda and pull the elephant out along with the crocodile and then release the Sudarshan Chakra, chop the head or the mouth of the crocodile. Why did he do that? Because 2 points that Acharya's commentary says, that one is the crocodile is stronger in water, therefore we have to make it weaker so for that reason it's brought him outside. That's one reason, which is not that sweet to hear. Second reason is very nectarian to hear. The reason is because if the body of the elephant is pretty much immersed drowned into the water. Now the crocodile is also inside the water. The crocodile is not visible. The Lord is going to release the Sudarshan Chakra. When the Sudarshan Chakra goes to cut off the crocodile, whose crocodile mouth is having the elephant leg, by somehow the other mistake, what in case Sudarshan Chakra cuts the leg of Gajendra? Therefore, this is a bhava, how the acharyas think. Therefore, he doesn't want to harm the devotee. To make sure he cuts the crocodile, not the leg of the Gajendra, he pulled Gajendra off the leg along with the crocodile. After that, he chopped off the Gajendra. And then we are going into the fourth chapter, where he says, now this Gajendra, as soon as the Gajendra was cut off, from Gajendra came a beautiful personality. The crocodile was cut off. From the crocodile came a beautiful personality. He was a Gandharva. His name was Huhu. H-U, not H-O-W, H-O-W. Huhu. He was a Gandharva. He was cursed by Devala Rishi. A Rishi cursed him. What happened was, as a Gandharva, he was sporting in water. and he saw this Devala Rishi was there also. What he did was he went under the water and pulled the leg of that Rishi. He shouldn't have. You can't do this one to a Rishi. Right? He was trying to pull the leg of the Rishi and pull him off, right? So the Rishi got really angry. He said, "You are so bad. Being born as a Gandharva, you have so much pride. You're behaving like a crocodile. Therefore, I curse you to be born as crocodile." He curses. But then he, out of compassion, Devala Rishi also says it, but Lord Vishnu will come and deliver you. When the Lord comes, he will deliver you. Until that point, you will be suffering as a crocodile. At that point, the Hu Gandharva, when he got his original form, he offered his prayer to the Lord and then thanked the Lord, and he went to his Gandharva Loka. He liberated from the curse. He got moksha from the curse. From the curse, he got liberated. Now, Gajendra, next is Gajendra. When the Lord released Gajendra off this crocodile, Gajendra Bhagavat Sparshat, this is beautiful. What the Lord did, what he brought the elephant close to him, and he was trying to look at the wound, and he was trying to touch with his lotus hand, because it's been 1,000 years inside the mouth of the crocodile. How much painful it will be. He was trying to touch the wound and touch the body of the elephant, make him comfortable. That is what says, Gajendra Bhagavat Sparshat Vimukto Ajnana Bandhanat. When the Lord touched the body of the elephant, Ajnanam, all the ignorance, all those things that he had, everything got cleared. Everything got the cut, bandhanat, all the ignorance, unwanted things, the doubts and everything he had, vimuktam, all get liberated. Prapto bhavato rupam pita vasas chaturbujaha. Therefore, the Lord, who with the chaturbuja, he came and touched and released the pain of this elephant. But this Gajendra, in his previous life, was King Indradyumna. He was a great Indradyumna king, was a king of on the southern side of India, South India. He was a king. Savai Purvam Adbhuta Raja Pandayo Dravida Sattamaha. Dravida Sattamaha means just Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, Pandya Desha, he was one of the king, Pandya Desha. He was a king named Indradyumna iti Kyato. Vishnu Vrata Parayanaha. He is a great devotee of Vishnu. Indradyumna was a great devotee of Vishnu. He is a very surrendered soul. What happened? Ekada, one day, he was doing puja. He was doing puja for Vishnu. But then he was so proud of his devotion. The way that he was doing his puja, he was very proud. Especially when you go to some temple, sometimes you see, in some temple, when no one is there, the pujari will do the way he wants to do the puja. When someone is there, they will do extra puja. Right? No one is attending. Like this, finish, everything will. If one person is standing there, they will become alert. Oh, someone is watching me. Therefore, they will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They will do everything very nicely because someone is watching me. Right? But this Indradyumna was doing puja. At that point of time, his guru comes, Agastya Rishi. Agastya Muni was Indradyumna's guru. Guru came inside. When the guru came, he saw it with his eyes like this. My guru is there. Let me do extra puja. So Guru will appreciate me. He thought that he wanted to show off how great he was to his own Guru. Therefore, he was trying to do, as if he didn't notice his Guru, he was trying to do this thing. But the Shastra says, very important, but the Shastra says that when Guru comes to your house, even if you are doing the deity worship, you just have to stop immediately and go receive and respectfully receive and welcome Guru and do upacharam. Whatever need to be done to Guru, that has to be done. That takes precedence than doing service to God. Because why? Who showed us God? Guru showed us God. If Guru has not come into our life to show who God is, how will we know who God is? Therefore, we have to stop everything, immediately go, bow down and take care of our Guru first. But Indradyumna failed to do that one. He failed to do that. He failed to do that one. Therefore, at that point of time, Agastya thought, you are so arrogant. Madam means pride and arrogancy, too much of it. You are not fit to be a human. The madam or arrogance is fit for only for elephants. Mad elephant, they call mad elephant, right? Therefore, you will be born as an elephant. You'll be born as an elephant. That's how he became an elephant. But then also, Agastya, out of compassion, he said, when the Lord comes and touches you, you will remember, when touches you, you will remember everything and you'll go back to the spiritual world. At that point of time, one important point is, when the Gajendra was almost going to die, somehow or the other, because of his good deed that he did in his previous life as Indradyumna, he was able to remember some mantras. He chanted those mantras. That's how we chanted the mantras. And then with that mantra, he was able to call out the Lord. The Lord came, and then finally Lord took care of himself. And then he also took Gajendra, placed him on his Garuda. Right? The Gajendra got his transcendental form of like Vishnu himself with 4 arms. Gandharva, Siddha, Vibhava. And then what happened? Everyone, the Gandharva, Kinkaras and Devatas, everyone started pouring flowers for both Sri Hari, that is Narayana, and this Gajendra also. And then Gajendra left to the spiritual world with the Lord. Lord personally came and took Gajendra to the spiritual world. Now let's get into the Palastuti. We are coming almost to the end of it. Palastuti. Yetan Maharaja Taviritta Maya Krishnanubhavo Gajaraja Mokshanam Swargyam Yashasyam Kali Kalma Shapanam. What happens is, those who have heard the story of Gajendra Moksha, the spiritual doors are open for them. Spiritual doors are open for them. They will be glorious. They'll be glorified in devotional service. And Kalma Nashanam, Kali Kalma Nashanam means all the contamination of the Kali will be completely removed. Dushwapna Nasanam, Dushwapna Nasham. Anyone who gets dreams, bad dreams, those dreams will go away. They will not get any bad dreams. This is what is a benefit of this. Not only that, now interesting, the Lord himself gives benediction for those who heard Gajendra Moksha. The Lord personally giving what is the Palastuti of this Gajendra Moksha. He says this, that all the karmas, the sinful reactions, everything will come to an end. Everything will come to an end. If one gets up in the morning, they remember me and this devotee Gajendra together. When you get up in the morning, we remember and meditate about the Supreme Lord Sri Hari along with Gajendra and Lord Narayana and Narayana's beautiful form and the lake. Remember, initially I took some time to explain and describe the lake. Those who remember the Trikuta mountain, those who remember the 3 peaks that is made of iron, made of silver, made of gold, those who remember the mountain and the Ritumuk, the garden, and then they remember the bamboo plant, the plants and the trees and the fruits and all the swans and the devatas who comes there and sports, and those who remember the milk that comes, the ocean of the milk, the Milky Ocean, Svetadvipa, and who remembers me, my Sri Vatsam, and then Kaustubha Mala, Vaijayanti Mala, my club, Kaumodiki, Sudarshan Chakra, Panchajanya, the conchal Panchajanya, who remembers Garuda, who remembers the Naga Anantasesha, who remembers Mahalakshmi, who remembers Brahma, Narada Muni, and Shiva, Prahalada, who remembers Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, who remembers all my auspicious qualities, who remembers Ganga, Saraswati, Yamuna, Kaveri, who remembers Airavata, who remembers Dhruva Maharaj, who remembers all the 7 sages, who remembers all the pious beings, your guru and all the elders, they will punya slokayam cha manavaha, all the great people, they will attain me. When we get up in the morning, we have to sit for a minute and meditate about this Gajendra Moksha, the way that Lord wants us to meditate. When we do this one, it's guaranteed that we will go to the spiritual world without fail, Therefore, especially those who are having bad dreams, what they have to do is they should also recite the stotram that done by Gajendra. Akila Karanaya, Akila Karnaya, Nishkaranaya, Namo Namoste. That particular, all the slokas, stotra, if they could chant and recite the slokas, then they will not get any bad dreams at all. And they will be able to remember Lord Krishna at the time of death, which means they will go back to the spiritual world. Now, the last part of this, we are done. The last part of this particular Gajendra Moksha is what do we get personally from this one? What is that? This whole this elephant coming with the family and taking bath in this water, and a crocodile comes and caught hold of this leg, and then the parent the elephants cannot save, and finally prays to Krishna. Krishna comes and say, what is all this thing to me? What is practically as a message for me? It's very easy to understand. This Gajendra is none other than the Jivatma. We are in the position of this Gajendra. Every one of us are this Gajendra, this elephant. We have our friends, we have our family, we have our relatives, we have all these people around us. We are, this particular elephant is in this lake. This lake represents the samsara, this material world. We are all in this material world. We want to perform bhakti. We are trying our best to surrender to God and perform bhakti. But then what's happening is something else. We have been pulled by the senses. Sabda, Sparisha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Sense of touch, sense of hearing, sense of smell, sense of seeing, sense of taste, sense of all these different senses are pulling us into this material samsara in this world. I want to go further into spirituality, into Krishna consciousness, but something is pulling me again and again and again and again. As I said earlier, I take 2 steps towards God, and then I fall off 4 steps. Just imagine, I'm taking 1 step towards God and I fall back 2 steps. In this way, when am I going to get out of this Anta Kupam, this fallen dark well? I can never come out of this dark well. If I'm falling off double the step that I'm taking, I can never come out of it. Right? Therefore, the Gajendra represents each one of us, and we are all trying to do bhakti, but then something is pulling us off, and then no one can save us. Then things are pulling us off. Our family members, our friends, and our insurance company, the doctors, the nurses, none of us can save us. I come to a sense that I am becoming helpless. I am helpless. Ananya Gatitwam Akinchanyam. This is how we started this presentation today. Ananya Gatitwam. I have, my dear Krishna, I have no other place to go. It's only you. No one can save me, who promised me that they can save me in my life. They said, I can come with you for us. I can be with you all the time. Even they are not with me. They cannot do anything. And I myself cannot save. Akinchanyam. I don't have anything to say. I don't have power to save myself. I don't have power to save myself. At that point of time, we as Jivatma surrender to Krishna. Surrender to Krishna. When we, this Jivatma, surrender to Krishna, Daivihi Isha Gunamayi Mama Maya Dhuratyaye, that is, I cannot save myself. I've been pulled by this Maya. I cannot. I'm getting attracted to all these different things. I want to, but something is pulling me back. Krishna, save me, Krishna, save me. Don't let me suffer and pull me in. I don't want my senses to pull me, my mind to pull me into the samsara and take another birth. Krishna, please save me. At that point of time, Krishna comes. When we call out like this, Krishna comes and he releases the Sudarshan Chakra. The Sudarshan Chakra is nothing but it gives a proper, Sudarshan Chakra is bright in color, brings light and removes the darkness. That means when the light comes into our life, the darkness runs away. When the light comes into our life, the ignorance goes away. When Krishna comes into our life, when Guru comes into our life, when Krishna comes into our life, our ignorance goes away. We get knowledge. With this knowledge of Krishna consciousness, we will be able to cut off this attachment of what the mind is trying to pull us. That is the message for us from this Gajendra Moksha. Gajendra ki jai, Sri Hari ki jai. So let's all sincerely take this message the tattvam, the philosophy of this Gajendra Moksha into our life. Put ourselves in the shoes, as they say in English, put yourself in the shoes of others, put ourselves into the situation of Gajendra. Understand that even now we may be thinking we are safe, actually we are not. Unknowingly we are drowning into this ocean. We have to save ourselves. The only way is we pray to Krishna, Krishna, save me. Sincerely, with sincere heart, Krishna, you save me. And take up the process of bhakti. By the elephant is offering the lotus flower to Krishna, we offer our mind, we offer our senses, we offer the speech, we offer our action, everything that we have in Krishna's service. In this way, Krishna will come to save us. I have some announcement. We have sent a link for our dear Atulananda Prabhu as a tribute. That if you click on that link, you can go there and offer your tribute. Whatever you want to write for our Ashok Prabhu, you can write over there. The link has been shared to everyone. If you don't have, please reach out to us and we will share the link. We all are connected to him, Ashok Prabhu. So write something that can be, the idea is to eventually make that as a small booklet and give it to the family also. So that's a plan. So please start writing your tribute. That's number one. Number two is, day before yesterday, we gave chanting beads to everyone who came here. Almost, I think we gave 40 chanting beads out. Everyone came and took the chanting beads to start chanting. I'm hoping that you all have already started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If not, please do not wait any further. Each and every story that we are seeing from Bhagavatam, put ourselves in that situation. Otherwise, it's just going to be simply a story, a novel. It's not going to have any impact. We have to put ourselves into a situation of Ajamila. We have to put ourselves in the situation of Dhruva Maharaj. We have to put ourselves into situation Gajendra. We have to put ourselves in the situation of Bharat Maharaj. Unless and until we put ourselves, we will think we are not, it's someone else. This message is for someone else. No, Bhagavatam is for each one of us. Therefore, kindly please take chanting as serious. It's not as a wait for a moment. Take it seriously and start chanting. But the point here is, those who are here on the online who do not have chanting beads, you don't have access to get chanting beads, please reach out to us. We will ship you the chanting bead wherever you are. So you can also start using chanting beads and start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With that said, we are finished. We have finished eight cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. We only have 2 more days left. And you must be wondering, in 2 more days, how are we going to finish Canto 9, Canto 10, Canto 11, Canto 12? What we are going to do is, as per the vidhi, as per the tradition of Saptaham, Bhagavat Saptaham, the way they do it 7 days. What they do in 7 days is, first day, they will start from chapter 1, Canto 1, chapter 1, Sloka 1. They go until the Canto 3, where there is Manu and Kardama Sambadam, the conversation that took place between Manu and Kardama. They stop there on day 1. On the day 2, they continue from there where they left and they go until to Jadabharata story. And they stop Jadabharata. And then the 3rd day, they do the entire, come up to the point of 4th, the 2nd day, finish the 3rd canto and the 4th canto. And the 3rd day, they come to the 7th canto, the 7th canto, where they will do Narsimha Avatar and finish the 7th canto. In the 4th day, they will start Krishna's appearance. They will start Krishna Janma. They will speak about Krishna Janma, how he appeared, what, and all those things on the 4th day. On the 5th day is completely dedicated to Krishna's Leela, up to the point of Rukmini Kalyana. That is 5th day. On the 6th day, the tradition is to speak on the Canto 11. On the 7th day, they speak about Canto 12. That's how they finish the entire Saptaham. But they do not spend only 1 hour. Please understand. Whatever I said now, 1 hour, 1.5 hours is not enough. pretty much you have to give the whole day to the way that you have to do the saptaham, the way it's been done. You have to pretty much give the whole day for 7 days and get it done. Nevertheless, we had to adjust. What I did was I took a liberty to adjust this thing in a way it will suit the audience. It is more of a story format and make it easy for everyone to understand. Therefore, I slightly adjusted this one. And tomorrow, what we are going to do is we are going to go straight into the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Tomorrow, Krishna is going to appear. And tomorrow, we are going to see Krishna's pastimes and leelas. And on the last day, that is day after tomorrow, that is the 27th, which is the 13th day, as per the day that we calculate from Atulananda Prabhu's day, departed day. We are going to do Rukmini Kalyanam. We have to finish and end the 13th day with auspiciousness. Therefore, we are going to do Kalyanam, Rukmini Kalyanam. Please join us on Rukmini Kalyanam. If you can, personally, that will be very nice. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sukhdev ji and everyone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Nice,
Hare Krishna. Hare
nice-
Krishna.
nice to see
Hare-
you.
Same here. Same here. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. The snows are melting off. So whoever has been coming in person probably can start trying to come tomorrow.
So is tomorrow okay?